Chosen one, listen to me very carefully and do not skip this video. God just interrupted your algorithm because the spiritual warfare you have been fighting in secret is officially over. The man you have been dealing with is hiding something deeply dangerous, and heaven is stepping in right now to expose his ultimate lie. He thought he could keep this hidden from you forever. He thought your pure heart would keep you blind to the dark frequency he brought into your life. But he made one fatal mistake because he completely forgot who he was dealing with. He forgot that you belong to the divine, and the dark trap he intentionally set for you is about to become his very own spiritual prison. If you have been feeling an overwhelming sense of exhaustion lately, you need to hear this. You wake up every morning feeling heavy. Your mind is constantly foggy, and you feel like your life force is slowly leaking out of you for no logical reason. You are not physically sick, and you are certainly not losing your mind. This is a spiritual extraction. Every time you are near him, you feel a subtle shift in your energy. You walk into the room feeling light and full of love. But you walk out feeling drained, anxious, and deeply confused. You try to rationalize it. You tell yourself that he is just going through an incredibly hard time and desperately needs your constant support, but your intuition is screaming. You are a genuine empath. You do not just feel things. You absorb and transmute the energy of the environment around you, and he knows this perfectly well. He saw your incredible light, and instead of admiring it, he decided to feed on it. You have been quietly carrying all of his toxic emotional weight on your shoulders while he walks around, feeling completely fine. This man wears a very convincing mask of virtue. He presents himself to the world as someone who is entirely different from who he actually is behind closed doors. He says all the right words. He plays the victim perfectly when he needs to, and he makes you question your own sanity when you finally try to confront him about his behavior. This is not a normal relationship issue. This is not a psychological breakdown that you can fix with better communication. This is an active spiritual attack on your destiny. The extreme tiredness you feel is the physical symptom of a spiritual war happening in the unseen realm. He is actively trying to lower your high frequency. You must stop blaming yourself for feeling this exhausted. You did absolutely nothing wrong. You offered him pure love and genuine healing. But you cannot heal someone who is secretly committed to misunderstanding you and draining your light. Your kindness is not a weakness. It is a massive spiritual weapon that he is absolutely terrified of. Think about the random tightness in your chest. Think about the nights you wake up at 3 in the morning feeling a sudden wave of anxiety. That is not a coincidence. That is your spiritual team trying to warn you about the energy exchange happening without your permission. Your soul recognized the danger long before your logical mind did. The spiritual realm always dictates the physical realm. What you are fighting right now is completely unseen, but the physical toll it takes on your body is very real. You have been isolated. You have been made to feel like you are the problem. He intentionally projected his own dark shadows onto your exceptionally bright spirit, simply to avoid facing his internal demons. But the universe has seen enough. God has watched you pour your sacred energy into a vessel that is intentionally broken. Heaven has recorded every silent tear you cried when you thought you were entirely alone. You thought he was abandoning you or pulling away, but the divine is actively forcing him out to protect you from what comes next. He thinks he got away with breaking your spirit. He actually believes that his dangerous secret will stay safely buried forever and that you will never uncover the truth. But there is a massive spiritual blind spot he completely failed to account for. And this specific blind spot is about to cost him everything he values. I will explain exactly what this dark secret is. But before I reveal exactly how the universe is handling him, you must first understand the one rule of spiritual physics he broke. He crossed a sacred line. It is a boundary that no entity is allowed to cross without facing immediate cosmic justice. You need to know exactly how he hacked into your energy field so you can stop it forever. Let me explain why your life has felt like a relentless uphill battle lately. You have been carrying a weight that was never yours to carry. You gave this man your purest love and your deepest understanding, and in return he handed you his deepest unhealed traumas. It is completely okay that you feel this exhausted right now. You are the cycle breaker of your bloodline. The trauma stops with you. Because you took on that massive spiritual burden, your empathy is incredibly powerful, but that exact same empathy made you a prime target for his dark energy. They did not do this because you were weak. They did it because your light was blinding. You see, in the spiritual realm, your empathy is not a flaw. It is a highly coveted resource. Save this video right now so you do not lose this frequency when you need it most. This man did not enter your life by accident. He was sent to test your boundaries and drain your light. He operates like a parasite feeding on your goodness. He knows exactly how to mirror your best qualities to make you feel safe. He learned how to speak your language of love so he could quietly infiltrate your defenses. But once he got inside, he started dismantling your confidence piece by piece. You started doubting your own reality. You wondered if you were the toxic one in the connection. That confusion is his greatest weapon against you. As long as you are busy questioning yourself, you will not question his hidden motives. He needs you to feel small so he can finally feel big. Narcissists and energy vampires do not target weak people. They target the brightest and most powerful lights they can possibly find. So let us talk about the extreme exhaustion you are feeling right now. It is not just an emotional drain from arguing with him. It is an active spiritual extraction targeting the deepest parts of your mind. There is a specific frequency that your brain naturally runs on when you are aligned with your true destiny. Science actually has a name for it. They call it the gamma brainwave. It is the exact frequency you had as a child when intuition and genius flowed effortlessly through you. Back then, the world felt like it was completely on your side. But this man, and the modern world around him, systematically suppressed that sacred wave. He actively pushed it deep below the surface. Every time he gaslights you or creates unnecessary drama, he is lowering your brainwave state. He drags you down into survival mode where you cannot access your higher gifts. When your gamma frequency fades, your spiritual genius fades right along with it. Your intuition goes completely silent, and you feel entirely disconnected from the divine. He desperately needs you to stay in that low-frequency survival mode. If you wake up and remember who you truly are, he loses his favorite source of spiritual supply. He is terrified of the power you hold when your mind is operating at its highest capacity. That is exactly why he creates chaos whenever you start finding your peace. You thought he abandoned you during your lowest point. No. Heaven forced him to reveal his true nature because of what is coming next for you. You were simply a high-frequency soul placed in a low-frequency environment. You were meant to force him to look at his own darkness, but instead of healing, he chose to try and break you. And right now, as you are listening to this message, the tables are finally turning. The universe is stepping into the room to cut the energetic cord he attached to you. The extreme exhaustion you feel is the heavy residue of him leaving your energetic field. You are finally undergoing a massive spiritual upgrade to restore your true self. You might think the damage he did to your mind and spirit is permanent. You might believe that your intuition and your genius are gone forever, but they are not lost. They are simply dormant, waiting to be switched back on. I am going to tell you exactly how they plan to steal your blessings in just a second. But first, you need to realize something. You must understand the exact mechanism he used to steal your divine luck. Because once you see the spiritual physics behind his actions, his dark magic completely stops working. He thought you would stay asleep in the dark, but he did not realize that your spirit was already preparing for a massive awakening. You need to understand the true spiritual physics behind his actions. He did not come into your life because he wanted a partner to build a future with. He came into your life because his own spirit was entirely bankrupt. He saw your high frequency and he wanted to consume it. He knew that he could never reach your level of light on his own. So he brought his heavy darkness into your sacred space. He intentionally provoked arguments to keep you emotionally off balance. While you were busy trying to fix the relationship, he was quietly siphoning your energy. This is how energy vampires survive in the spiritual realm. They cannot generate their own light. So they find a chosen one, and they attach themselves like a parasite. They do not target people who are weak or broken. They hunt for the brightest souls who carry the deepest reserves of pure empathy. And they are absolutely terrified that you will figure out their game. You have every right to feel intensely angry about what he did to you. He stole years of your peace and tried to convince you that it was all in your head. But the extraction goes much deeper than just emotional exhaustion. Here is what they never told you about how the universe actually works. The reason the divine responds instantly to certain people is not just blind faith. It is a very specific biological and spiritual signal. It is a brainwave that scientists call the gamma state, and this is exactly what he tried to destroy. This is the exact frequency your mind was running when you were a young child. Back then, your intuition was incredibly sharp. You knew things before they even happened, and complex problems seemed to solve themselves. The world felt like a magical place that was constantly working in your favor. That effortless flow state was your natural inheritance as a chosen one. But then adulthood arrived and the modern world went to work on you. The relentless stress and the daily survival routine began to crush your spirit. And then this man entered your life to finish the job. Every lie he told and every manipulative game he played forced your brain out of the gamma state. He dragged you down into a low-frequency survival mode where you feel stuck. When that sacred brainwave was suppressed, your spiritual genius went completely silent. Your natural intuition became dull. The beautiful synchronicities that used to guide your path simply stopped happening. You started to feel like the universe was ignoring your prayers. But the universe never left you. The receiver in your mind was just violently tuned to the wrong station. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing that this happened to them. They will accept the struggle and believe that life is just supposed to be this incredibly hard. But you are not most people. You are a truth seeker who feels that something crucial is missing, and your soul is screaming at you to reclaim the frequency that was stolen from you. He knew exactly what he was taking from you. He watched your bright light dim, and he felt powerful because he was the one controlling the switch. He wanted you to believe that you were losing your spark naturally. He wanted you to feel dependent on his chaotic energy so you would never try to leave. He built an elaborate illusion to keep you trapped in his dark matrix. You are not crazy for feeling like your potential is locked away behind a massive wall. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not a lack of discipline. It is not a character flaw that you need to fix. It is simply a suppressed frequency waiting to be switched back on. He tried to bury your gift, but he did not realize you were a seed. The war he waged against your mind was heavily calculated. He did not just drain your physical energy, he actively manipulated the spiritual fabric of your reality to make you feel completely powerless. I am going to expose the exact psychological trick he used to distort your perception of the world. But before I reveal his darkest secret, you must understand his ultimate fear. He is absolutely terrified that you will discover the truth about your own power. Because once you see through his sophisticated illusion, his control over you evaporates instantly. You will finally understand why the divine had to intervene and forcefully remove him from your timeline. The universe is preparing to show you exactly what happens to those who touch a chosen one. You thought he actually loved you. You believed he was just a broken man who needed your light to heal his deep wounds, but that was his most dangerous lie. He did not want your love. He wanted your spiritual frequency. He saw your pure energy, and he knew he could use it to fuel his own empty soul. Your relationship was never a partnership. It was a calculated spiritual extraction. He intentionally created chaotic situations to keep you entirely off balance. Every time you started to feel peaceful, he would start a random argument. He knew that your gamma brainwave could only operate in a state of absolute calm, so he made sure your environment was constantly filled with unnecessary drama and heavy stress. This was not a character flaw, this was a targeted spiritual attack. You tried to compromise and fix things because you have a beautiful heart. You thought if you just loved him harder, he would eventually change his ways. But you cannot compromise with a parasite that is actively feeding on your spirit. You were pouring your sacred light into a black hole, and the more you gave him, the more he demanded from you. He was never going to stop taking. He systematically isolated you from the people who truly cared about you. He made you believe that no one else could possibly understand the special bond you shared. But he did not isolate you out of love or deep devotion. He isolated you so no one could warn you about what he was actually doing. He needed you entirely alone so he could consume your energy without any outside interference. But his dark illusion is completely falling apart right now. The universe has violently stepped in to shatter the false reality he built around you. The heavy exhaustion you feel is the final cord being cut between your spirit and his toxic frequency. Comment protected if you feel this extraction ending. You are finally breaking free from the energetic prison he kept you trapped inside. You are not crazy for recognizing his manipulative games. Your spirit team has been screaming the truth to you this entire time. Every physical symptom you felt was a direct warning from the divine realm. He tried to convince you that you were overreacting to his subtle abuse. He desperately wanted you to doubt your own powerful intuition, because your intuition is his absolute worst enemy. You are a high-frequency soul with an incredibly important mission on this earth. The spiritual realm dictates the physical realm, and the enemy knew exactly how much power you would hold if you ever woke up. He was sent to keep you entirely asleep. He was assigned to keep you focused on his petty drama so you would forget your divine calling, but his assignment has officially failed. You can finally see him for exactly who he is. The charming mask he wears in public no longer works on you. You can see the dark void behind his empty eyes. He is completely terrified because he knows you have figured him out. Narcissists and energy vampires crumble the moment you stop believing their intricate lies. Your clarity is the absolute ultimate spiritual weapon against him. He thought he could just walk away and find another pure soul to drain. He genuinely believes he got away with stealing your light and destroying your peace. He thinks he is entirely safe from any real consequences. But there is a massive spiritual blind spot he completely failed to account for. And this specific blind spot is about to cost him absolutely everything he holds dear. Before I reveal exactly how his karma is playing out, you must understand his fatal error. When he attacked you, he did not realize who you truly belong to. He thought he was just manipulating a kind and forgiving person. He had no idea he was actually messing with the property of the divine, and the universe does not take it lightly when someone touches a chosen one. Every single tear you cried was collected and recorded by heaven. You thought you were suffering for absolutely no reason at all, but that pain was actually burning away every illusion you ever held about people like him. The universe allowed you to experience his darkness so you could learn how to defeat it. You had to learn how to protect your sacred frequency from energy vampires. His presence in your life was a brutal but necessary spiritual initiation. You are no longer the naive person who lets anyone into your energy field. You have become a seasoned warrior who can spot a demon wearing a friendly mask. He thought he was destroying you, but he was actually forging the exact weapon that will bring down his entire false kingdom. The divine trap is perfectly set. He thinks he won the battle against your mind. He actually believes that your silence is a permanent sign of your defeat. But there is a massive spiritual blind spot he completely missed. When he decided to attack your peace, he did not realize whose property he was actually touching. You are a chosen one, and the divine universe does not let anyone harm a chosen one without severe consequences. His arrogance made him entirely blind to the spiritual forces protecting you. He dug a deep pit for you to fall into. He carefully planned your emotional destruction behind your back, but the universe simply stepped in and turned his own trap against him. The very lies he used to break you are now being used to dismantle his entire life. Heaven has officially stripped him of all spiritual protection, and he is completely exposed to the heavy karma he created. He is standing in the middle of a spiritual storm with absolutely no shelter. But before you can safely watch his karma unfold, you must repair your own energy field. He left your mind stuck in a state of severe exhaustion. He purposefully suppressed your gamma brainwave so you could never heal and rise above him. You have probably tried everything to get your bright spark back. You tried meditation, journaling, and positive thinking. But nothing seems to shift the heavy energy. You feel like a stranger in your own physical body. Before we go any further, I have to tell you a deeply guarded secret. The people who profit from your exhaustion do not want you to know this truth. Neuroscientists working quietly away from the headlines have discovered how to bring this dormant brainwave back. They found a brilliant way to restore your genius frequency without years of difficult meditation. They uncovered the exact biological switch that turns your high frequency back on. They did not use expensive machines or endless clinical therapy sessions. They created something far simpler and perfectly aligned with your spirit. It is a specific sound frequency engineered to gently guide your brain back to its natural state. Researchers at Princeton University studied how this exact frequency instantly restores the flow state you had as a young child. It is an incredibly powerful tool for spiritual and mental restoration. It only takes exactly 7 minutes a day to work. You simply put on your headphones, close your eyes, and let go. The sound wave goes to work directly on your subconscious mind. It effortlessly reactivates the gamma frequency that the modern world and this toxic man suppressed. And it begins working the very first time you listen to it. Your intuition starts waking up immediately. The mental fog clears and you finally remember your true power. Columbia University even found that when this brainwave is active, it naturally radiates outward. It begins to positively influence the people closest to you. The children and loved ones you have been quietly carrying for years will feel your renewed light. You do not have to struggle to heal yourself alone anymore. The universe has provided a physical tool to help you rebuild your energy shield. You are being guided back to your ultimate strength. I will tell you exactly what this frequency is called before this message ends. I will show you how to access it so you can seal your energy field forever. But first, there is something urgent you need to understand about the man who hurt you. His season of getting away with his dark behavior is officially over. The cosmic scales are balancing right now, and the universe demands full payment for the pain he caused, a chosen one. He is about to experience a level of divine correction that he cannot manipulate his way out of. He cannot charm the universe with his empty words. He cannot gaslight the angels who recorded his every toxic move. The protection he thought he had is completely gone, and the fear he tried to instill in you is currently returning back to his own mind, multiplied by 10. He is finally feeling the weight of his own terrible choices. You might wonder exactly how this karma is going to strike his life. You might wonder if he will ever truly realize what he lost when he broke your trust. The universe is not just going to punish him in private. The universe is going to make sure his mask falls off in front of everyone he desperately wants to impress. I am going to reveal exactly what his divine punishment looks like in just a second. Prepare your heart for this final victory. The universe is not just going to teach him a gentle lesson. The universe is going to completely dismantle the false reality he built around himself. He spent years carefully constructing a perfect image to hide his dark and empty core, but that mask is officially falling off right now, and he cannot stop the divine exposure that is coming for him. Everyone he desperately tried to impress is going to see the monster hiding behind his charming smile. The people he lied to are waking up to his manipulative games. The universe is removing the blinders from the eyes of his enablers, and he is going to stand completely alone in a room full of people who finally know his darkest secrets. He used to draw his power from confusing you and making you feel incredibly small. But that dark power has been entirely stripped away from him forever. The energy he stole from your pure spirit is rapidly leaving his physical body, and he is waking up in the middle of the night feeling the exact same crushing anxiety he intentionally projected onto you. His ultimate punishment is the complete inability to find genuine peace ever again. He will search frantically for another high-frequency soul to drain and consume. But the spiritual realm has marked his energy field with a massive warning sign, meaning other chosen ones will instantly sense his toxic vibration and they will walk away before he can even speak. This is the massive spiritual blind spot he completely failed to account for. He thought you were just an isolated victim who had absolutely no one to defend you. He did not realize that touching God's property activates an immediate and ruthless heavenly defense system. The karma hitting him right now is not just payback, because it is absolute divine correction. The trap he carefully dug for you is exactly where he is falling right now. He wanted you to lose your mind and question your own precious sanity. But now his own thoughts are turning against him in a relentless loop of deep regret. Meanwhile, he watches your life begin to elevate, and his own life crumbles into the ashes of his terrible choices. You have a front row seat to the greatest cosmic justice ever witnessed. You do not have to lift a single finger to avenge the pain he caused you. You do not have to say a single word to expose his lies to the entire world. The universe is fighting this battle for you with an absolute fury that he can never hope to escape. The war is officially over. He will have to live with the haunting memory of the pure light he foolishly destroyed. He will realize that you were the best thing that ever happened to his dark soul. But it will be completely and permanently too late for him to fix it, because the doors to your energy field have been permanently sealed shut by the protective hands of your spiritual team. And while he is choking on the bitter harvest of his own toxic seeds, your reward is arriving. Because you endured this brutal spiritual warfare with a pure heart, you are being heavily compensated. The universe owes you a massive debt for carrying a burden that was never yours to carry, and the divine payout is going to be absolutely unprecedented in your entire family history. The extreme exhaustion you felt is being replaced with a vibrant and unstoppable life force. The confusion he planted in your mind is clearing out to make way for profound clarity. You are stepping into a brand new timeline where your intuition is razor sharp and your boundaries are made of solid iron, meaning you are becoming entirely untouchable to dangerous energy vampires. He wanted to drag you down to his miserable level so he would not feel so alone, but his attacks only served to push you higher into your true spiritual authority. You did not just survive his sophisticated manipulation because you completely outgrew his entire existence. You are rising from the heavy ashes like a brilliant and terrifying spiritual phoenix. Your season of intense warfare is finally over, and your season of harvesting is active. The blessings that were delayed by his dark interference are rushing toward you right now, but you must prepare your physical body to receive this massive wave of absolute abundance, and you must tune your mind to the exact frequency of the divine reward waiting for you. The universe has completely cleared the toxic energy out of your sacred path. Heaven has fought your battles and absolutely destroyed the enemy who tried to break you, but now you must align your own frequency to lock in this beautiful victory forever. I am going to show you exactly how to claim your divine compensation before this critical window completely closes. Take a deep breath and let your shoulders drop. The heavy spiritual war you fought in the dark is finally over. The intense spiritual attacks you could not logically explain are completely defeated. You do not have to fight this exhausting battle anymore. God has permanently taken over the battlefield, and your precious energy is entirely safe right now. For so long you were forced to play the role of the tragic victim. You were the stepping stone for a man who refused to heal his own deep wounds. But heaven has officially upgraded your divine status today. You are now stepping into your beautiful era as the untouchable chosen one, and you are finally ready to inherit the immense abundance meant for your bloodline. You did not just survive his sophisticated manipulation, you completely outgrew his entire toxic existence. You are now entering a brand new timeline that is filled with unimaginable peace and endless financial abundance. The universe is actively handing you the golden keys right now. But you have to show the divine realm that you are truly ready to receive this massive gift. They tried to completely break your precious spirit, but all they did was awaken a sleeping spiritual giant. Your beautiful aura is now too incredibly bright for them to even look at. They are absolutely blinded by the radiant light you carry. Now, it is time to close the energetic door permanently. You must ensure their low frequency can never attach to you again. You have done the incredibly hard work of healing your mind. You survived the brutal nights of endless crying and deep confusion, but your energy field is still resting wide open after this massive spiritual extraction. You are vibrating at a completely new frequency today, and you must passionately protect this new vibration before other energy vampires try to drain it again. When a chosen one forcefully removes a dark entity, it leaves a temporary void in their beautiful aura. The universe requires you to fill that empty space with pure divine light immediately. If you leave your energy completely unprotected, his lingering toxic residue might try to sneak back in. You need a physical anchor to lock in your high frequency. You need a spiritual shield. This is exactly why your spirit guides led you directly to this specific video today. They did not bring you here just to validate your deep pain and expose his terrible lies. They brought you here to hand you the exact tool you need to seal your fragile aura. They want you to reclaim the suppressed gamma brainwave that he tried so desperately to destroy. Remember the secret frequency I mentioned earlier? It is the genius state you naturally possessed as a young child before the cold world broke you. That specific brainwave is the ultimate energetic shield against any demonic manipulation. When your mind operates in the gamma state, no narcissist can ever penetrate your thoughts. Your vibration simply becomes far too high for them to reach. You must reactivate that dormant frequency right now to protect your newfound peace. The divine realm has provided a profound shortcut for you to achieve this state effortlessly. You do not need to spend 10 years sitting in silent meditation on a lonely mountain. You do not need to constantly monitor your thoughts to block out his negative psychic attacks. The solution is incredibly simple. The universe knows exactly how exhausted your physical body feels right now. That is why heaven delivered a method that requires absolutely zero effort from you. You simply need to receive the beautiful blessing that was specifically engineered for your profound healing. You just need to let the correct sound wave wash over your subconscious mind and repair the spiritual damage he caused. You are a genuine empath who naturally absorbs the heavy energy of the lonely world. It is finally time for you to stop absorbing and start forcefully repelling the darkness. You deserve to wake up every single morning feeling incredibly light and full of divine purpose. You deserve to experience the effortless flow of daily miracles that happens when your brain is perfectly aligned with heaven. Your long season of being the bleeding healer for broken people is permanently closed. You are stepping into a profound era of receiving massive blessings without any unnecessary struggle. But you must actively claim this new identity and lock out the enemy for good. You must seal your karma and elevate your frequency to a divine place where his dark magic simply burns to ashes. Because your energy field is now resting wide open after this massive realization, the enemy will try to sneak back in. That is exactly why I personally use the Genius Song. It is not just an ordinary audio track. It is an impenetrable spiritual shield that instantly deflects his karmic attacks. It compresses a full hour of advanced brain entrainment into just 7 incredibly effective minutes. A dedicated team of brilliant neuroscientists spent years quietly perfecting this specific frequency protocol. They discovered exactly how to bypass your exhausted conscious mind. You simply put on your headphones and close your tired eyes. There is absolutely no difficult meditation or chanting required. The sound wave synchronizes with your brain and gently reactivates your dormant gamma frequency. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used this exact tool to unlock their stalled finances and permanently heal their broken relationships. A beautiful nurse from California said her life now feels wonderfully enchanted. A successful business owner from Texas said the gamma frequency easily figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps. Their heavy generational curses are completely gone. The elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions to access what the genius song effortlessly delivers. They would strongly prefer this sacred technology remain entirely out of reach for people exactly like you. Darkness always sends cheap counterfeits when a chosen one is close to a massive breakthrough. You must fiercely guard your precious energy right now. The diluted imitations circulating on streaming platforms will drastically lower your vibration instead of lifting it. Do not look for this on ordinary music apps. The only authentic and fully activated version of the Genius song is available through the protected portal. You can safely access it through the secure link waiting for you in the description and the pinned comment below. The universe demands absolutely no risk from a true chosen one. You are fully protected by a complete divine guarantee. If this frequency does not immediately shift your energy and bring you profound peace, your full investment is returned without question. This is a sacred energetic exchange governed by complete trust. If it is not meant for your spirit, every single penny comes back to you. When you access the portal today, powerful spiritual bonuses are waiting to bless your entire family. You will receive a special audio track beautifully engineered to activate pure focus in your young children. You will also uncover the original classic prosperity book that famous manifestation laws were actually built upon. Your entire household is about to experience the miraculous shift. Do not let his lingering toxic frequency drain this beautiful new timeline you have just entered. You must aggressively anchor your high vibration with this powerful physical tool. The divine universe showed me that many of you watching this still have completely unprotected energy fields. That is exactly why your loving spirit guides specifically led you to this vital message today. What this incredible frequency delivers in just 7 minutes is available to you today for a tiny fraction of its true clinical value. Your peace is completely protected by our karmic guarantee. You simply need to love its beautiful energy or get a full refund immediately. There is no logical reason to wait for a better moment. The door to your ultimate timeline is resting wide open. The chosen one who hesitates at the threshold sadly becomes the chosen one who always wonders what could have been. Do not give the enemy the deep satisfaction of keeping your gamma state permanently dormant. You hold the ultimate power to permanently block their negative energy and reclaim your divine inheritance. Click the link in the description and the pinned comment below to claim your spiritual armor. Claim your verified copy of the Genius song right now. Your sacred gamma frequency is desperately waiting to be fully reactivated. Your massive destiny is waiting to be entirely unlocked. The devastating war you fought in the dark shadows is officially over. You are walking directly into the bright light of your beautiful new reality. Walk through the divine door and never look back. The universe is incredibly proud of the resilient warrior you have become. You took their worst nightmare and transformed it into your greatest spiritual awakening. Seal your beautiful energy field today. Protect your sacred mind from any future harm. Step boldly into the magnificent life that heaven specifically designed for you. I will see you in the next frequency shift.